Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Today is Friday. It is the 19th day of February. Today is National Chocolate Mint Day. Ooh, I like chocolate mint.
Okay.
I also like chocolate. I also like mint. It's National Lash Day. I think that's like eyelashes.
I would assume.
National Vet Girls Rise Day. National Caregivers Day. Our daughter's a caregiver.
Yes, she is.
And it is Tartar Sauce Day. Now, it doesn't say national, so it's probably global Tartar Sauce Day.
I do like tartar sauce.
I'm going to say,
You do not.
You're going to celebrate a day, you're going to do it right. Also, we've got a guest coming up, the lovely and talented Hannah Zeile, and she's just a sweet young lady, but she's been on a TV show called This Is Us. It's on Tuesday nights on NBC, and now she's also like a singer and a songwriter, and got a lot of stuff going on for just being a youngster, and I'm super excited to chat with her coming up in just a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new survey finds it takes 36 hints over the course of almost 8 months for the average person to get their significant other to propose. It did not take us that long. One poll survey talked to 2,000 engaged Americans. They revealed 54% said they dropped hints on their partner for them to propose. Things like, hey, we should get married. Maybe they
That's
weren't.
not really a hint.
Maybe that wasn't a hint. Researchers from, where is this from? Ben Gurion University? I don't know what that is. They found medical cannabis can help older adults lower their blood pressure. Considering stress and anger often go hand in hand with high blood pressure, these findings suggest marijuana's trademark calming effect could offer benefits, even maybe more than just the stereotypical high. They're saying it could be calming. So there you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Portland man arrested on multiple charges, including DUI, so driving under the influence, after he let his car roll into a deputy patrol car. Never a good plan. Jeffrey Cannon's red Volkswagen Jetta rapidly approached him from behind before 11 p.m. Saturday, and it banged into his car. The Jetta had a sticker on the back that read, "Not drunk, avoiding potholes."
Oh, wow.
But he was drunk, as a matter of fact. He sped past the deputy, was clocked between 80 and 90 miles per hour. Deputy pulled over Cannon, who initially did not respond when the deputy called out to him. Instead, he let his vehicle roll backwards about 25 feet and smashed into the car.
Yikes. That's not good.
Deputy said you could smell the alcohol coming from the car, noticed a can of Busch Light in his cup holder. He did not do well on the field sobriety test, 22% blood alcohol concentration, more than twice the legal limit. He was arrested and taken to jail because that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. HBO has confirmed that the Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, is set to start filming in a few months. April is when they're going to do it. Big news for fans of the fantasy program. So
I've not seen a single
I haven't either. We don't have
episode.
HBO, so we don't.
No, but even if I did, that's not my kind of
Not
thing.
your thing?
No.
I know people that love it.
The whole fantasy world
Not
stuff.
your thing.
No.
Well, your whole life is a fantasy. Why would you need to go?
It's right. I don't need to turn to
It's
television.
they should be writing movies about you. Speaking with Khloe Kardashian on her daytime talk show, Kelly Clarkson talked about the hardships of co-parenting with her now estranged husband. So that was in the news. And one other thing here. Some people are super excited about this. I can't wait to see. I don't know if you know this, but a fourth movie in the Austin Powers franchise is in early development.
I never liked any of those.
Groovy, baby. No word if Mike Myers will be back. Most likely will be.
He would have to be.
2018 interview, he said the prospect of a fourth movie was good. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of RedCrossBlood.org. I laughed so hard when I saw this. This is like from a week ago now, but there might still be somebody that hasn't seen it. The Texas attorney who got stuck in the cat filter.
Yes.
So I didn't know what had
funny.
happened, but I read the story. This is why I'm sharing it, even though this is like a week ago. He let his assistant's son play with the laptop, and the son is the one that, like, turned on the cat filter. So he's talking into the filter, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, Your Honor, I'm not a cat." And the judge was like, "Yeah, I kind of figured that out." But
that was absolutely
it really
hilarious.
was funny. But it was because he didn't turn on the filter. Somebody else did. So now we know. Supermodel Bella Hadid has been posting multiple bikini pictures to her Instagram over the last few days.
Why is this news?
That is the end of the story, by the way. So that is all we know. A rapper by the name of Lil Uzi Vert has implanted, I'm going to make sure I'm saying that right. Lil, that's one word, Uzi, and then Vert. You think it'd be Lil Uzi Vert?
I guess.
You think I'm saying it wrong? Anyway, Lil Uzi Vert has implanted a diamond into his face, and it's no little diamond.
So classy.
It's a $26 million diamond. That is a lot of diamond. Because, like, the diamond I got you, and it's been a couple of years ago. I think I paid, like, what, $8 for that thing?
Probably.
Okay, it was more than that. But $26 million diamond. Wouldn't you say that's a pretty good-sized diamond?
You would assume.
It must be a nice one.
Yeah.
He's got it in his face. When trying to avoid eating bad food, trick your brain by saying that you don't eat that. That you don't eat what's bad for you. No, I don't like chocolate. Just say that in your head. A journal from Consumer Research found that people who were prompted to use words like I don't versus I can't, instead of, I can't have chocolate,
Right.
just say I don't eat chocolate.
Right.
And then that's going to make it twice as likely for you to resist the temptation of using unhealthy foods. Researchers believe using I don't rather than I can't give people greater psychological empowerment by removing the need to make a decision. So you think that would work, Heidi?
Not for me, but neither does saying I can't. So, I mean...
I don't eat French fries.
Yeah, that will never work.
I don't eat a lot of them right now.
That would never work for me.
I have to try that
That is
out.
my absolute favorite
I know
food.
it is. Matthew Steves and his wife haven't had a moment alone in months, but when they stole away for a drive last week and stopped by to play Pokemon Go on their brief getaway, it ended with a fine and hundreds of dollars.
Oh, my.
The couple, who lives in Ontario, pulled into an empty church parking lot to capture some digital monsters playing Pokemon Go. A police cruiser pulled in after them to see what they were doing. Well, they were out goofing around. They weren't supposed to be because this trip was not essential. So they got a fine because of lockdown restrictions. With tax, the fine for them to go play this little game, over $880. They say they plan to dispute this ticket. So,
yeah, good luck.
yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, but there you go. Thanks for listening to your Scoop of the Day. It's the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Our guest today, Hannah Zeile. She was in a program on FX called Anger Management. Now she's in a program on NBC TV. It's called This Is Us. Hannah, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Season number 5 is going right now. And when you first signed on to be a part of This Is Us, did you guys have any idea it would be as popular as it is?
When I joined, there was already 2 episodes that had aired, and even just from the pilot episode, I remember the twist at the end. I thought, wow, this is some genius writing.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, maybe feel some bias that it's going to be a hit, but I don't have any way to prepare for the reaction that we've gotten. So it's been a blessing for sure.
Now, how old were you when you joined the cast? Because you're still a young lady.
Yes, I was 18, and I actually, I think it was my first week of filming was my birthday, so I celebrated like my 19th birthday with the cast and crew.
And you've had a chance to kind of grow up in front of the camera on this program. Is that kind of weird to be growing up in front of everybody's eyes like that?
I guess a bit, but I think that was what was cool about the choice that I made, because I had done a few things when I was like 14 and then took a complete break, and my priority was like high school and my friends in high school, and I really wanted to just have that to focus on. So when I turned 18, and once you're 18, you can be more independent, and the labor laws change, and you don't have to have your parents on set. So that's when I returned to acting, and this was actually my first audition in 4 years, and I booked this show, and then I felt like, even though 18 is still so young, it was different than if I would have booked something like this at 14 or 13. I felt like by 18 I was ready to handle it a little more independently and maturely.
Absolutely. Again, our guest today, Hannah Zeile, and she is super talented. In addition to being an actress that you see on This Is Us, and maybe you had a chance to see her on a show called Anger Management on FX, she's also a musician. Now, do you like music more or acting more?
Definitely both. I love both equally. So I have, my single out to my anxiety, and then I would love to I'm always creating music just because I love to, so probably keep releasing music. And then I've greatly enjoyed working on this show, but I think I would love to do a film. I think it would be really cool. It's just a different experience to really deep dive into a character and then kind of leave that character in that movie and move on. So, those are goals that I would have, but honestly right now, This Is Us is taking up most of my time, and with the pandemic, I'm just grateful that we have a show that's even still in production. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to This Is Us, you also had done some stuff with the FX series Anger Management. How different is it on the set of each of those? Are they like completely different universes when you're working on those?
I mean, especially because when I worked on Anger Management, I just did 2 episodes as like a small recurring character, so it was just very different coming on to this set of This Is Us, where I had like my own chair and my own trailer, and then you're working on it constantly, so you become like family with the cast and crew and hair and makeup, and you get to know everyone, and it starts to feel really like home. Like you don't feel like you're out of place on set, or like that your environment's all new. It's like you start to get really comfortable with everyone.
That is awesome. Well, Hannah, I appreciate you taking the time to chat. I'm going to throw a link so folks can find your music. And then also we want to remind everybody that This Is Us airs on Tuesdays on NBC. And Hannah is one of the stars of this award-winning series, now in the 5th season. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you so much.
Again, our guest today has been Hannah Zeile, and I'll throw a link to her music. I've got a link to that in the show notes. And then also the program, This Is Us, Season 5, just started up in September. And she did a great job on that. I've got a link to that information as well. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening on a Friday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com. bettercreditcard.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Worldwide, there are 560,000 tons of chewing gum sold every year, and very little of that gets sold to Heidi.
That's a true story.
She can take one pack of chewing gum and make that sucker last a year. She is, how big of a piece would you say? Like a piece of, what is the smallest one I'm thinking? Trident. You break that in how many pieces?
3s.
I eat 4 pieces of that. But she'll literally break
off
that.
a third.
My favorite is when she says, "Hey, do you want some gum?" I'm like, "Don't even start with me." You mean a crumb of gum? That's what you have. That's not gum. That's a gum crumb. So anyway, 560,000 tons of chewing gum sold each and every year. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Spain. A woman in Spain came home to her apartment to find a burglar inside. The man ran off with some of her clothing and her diet pills, but he left behind his own pants and his own jacket.
Oh.
Police are now using those as a part of their investigation. So that just seems
Maybe
a
he
little
left his
odd.
pants because he wasn't fitting into his pants. That's why he
Apparently.
needed the diet.
Must have been. Thank you. Get back here. I don't know what was going on exactly, but they know how to party in Spain is all I know. All right, this is a news headline from somewhere in this world. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. What a bizarre story. An Arkansas man accused of leaving dead animals on a neighbor's gravestone finally pled guilty. 79-year-old Joseph Allen Stroud, Pea Ridge,
Nice.
agreed to plea deal, which lowered his charge of defacing objects of public respect from a felony to a misdemeanor. This happened in 2020, August 10th. He admitted damaging a burial monument by repeatedly placing dead animals on the gravestone of his former neighbor, Fred Allen McKinney. So this went from May until July of last year. After noticing various dead animals on the headstone, McKinney's family was given permission by the cemetery to set up surveillance cameras. He was arrested after cameras caught him leaving a dead animal on top of the tombstone and then walking back to his vehicle.
What the heck?
He was wearing a teal and white woman's jacket, sunglasses, and a woman's wig.
Oh, okay.
The family agreed to the plea deal as long as their relative's headstone was replaced. So I don't know what in the world was going on, but this certainly fits the category of today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by RedCrossBlood.org. A McDonald's customer, apparently enraged about a fumbled order, walked behind the counter and ripped the mask off a worker's face. Dicey Cauldron said the hangry exchange began when the worker forgot to put a breakfast burrito in the woman's order at a location in Orange County, California. The Karens of Orange County is what it's called. Apparently, this was over a breakfast burrito they forgot to put in. That is a Karens of Orange County. Is that I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, the clip was posted on TikTok. This is like security camera footage. Angry customer was heard demanding to know the cashier's name. And then she was saying, "Step back or I'll call the cops." That's when she grabbed her by the mask and yanked it off. She accosted this woman behind the counter at a McDonald's over a burrito. So
I just don't understand.
me neither. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Everybody just calm down, please. Please, calm down. Step away from the burrito. Oh, wait, you didn't get one. But calm down. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. This is some people's favorite new segment, by the way. I had some people reach out, and I had somebody that sent me a message saying that we were talking about, I wonder if there is a rehab center with a golf course. Right. He said, I know at least one, so I don't know what's going to happen when that one shows up. Here's your question for today, Heidi. Elkhorn Valley, Casper, Wyoming. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say golf course.
And ladies and gentlemen, are you playing along at home? What do you say? Shout it out. Heidi says golf course, and she is wrong.
Really?
I even faked her out. I pretended like I was going to golf clap. Yeah, it's a rehab center.
Okay.
Yeah, but it does sound like a beautiful place to
It
putt.
does.
So
It does.
You got that going for you. This is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. And our good news for today is this one. A city in Utah is now accepting food donations to pay for parking tickets. I love this idea. So they're letting citizens pay their parking tickets instead of bringing in, $5, $10, whatever the ticket would be, a box of food that they can donate then to a place that
Like
needs
a
the
food
food.
shelter.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that idea.
Heber City for giving parking citations in exchange for 5 non-perishable, non-expired food items. It's really cool. It says all you need to do is bring in the 5 food items to either their city building or their public works building or the city police building along with your citation. And then they're going to write on they're going to, sign off that it's all paid in full.
I think that's fantastic.
Officers say the food will be donated to local food banks to help support struggling families. In recent years, this model has grown in popularity, especially around the holidays. But they're saying, hey, people need food all the time. So we're going to continue to offer it for a while. They say it's easier for people to find food, to pay their fines in food than it is for them to pay it in cash sometimes. So this is really cool. It's a way for everybody involved to benefit. Right. And I just think it's a neat thing. Have you ever gotten a parking ticket?
I don't think so.
I have gotten a bunch of them.
Yeah, I know you do.
My least favorite was when I had a meeting, and right before I left, I realized our kids had cleaned out. I had like a cup holder filled with change. And I get to the meeting, and I go down to find the change, and now it's down to nothing but pennies. And then it was later that day I found out our kids needed some, money for a vending machine or something. I was like, thanks. So I got to pay $10 for a little 20-minute meeting. But, it's a neat idea. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.